Hey everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Unboxing Wednesdays. It's episode 435 for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, February 27th, 2019. Alright, yeah, if you missed last week's episode, maybe you just caught wind of it now in the intro. This is, unfortunately for now, our last episode. Taking a little bit of a break, gonna put the show on hiatus. Who knows, Ricky? Might be back here sooner rather than later with an all-new, all-different format.
Go the Marvel route, eh?
Yeah, you know, it seems to have worked for them in the past.
Right.
It's bittersweet, isn't it? Like, it sucks not to be able to do this every Tuesday night for comics arriving on Wednesday morning. And it's gonna suck not having all the interaction with people like we've had, but I'm really tired. Ricky's really tired too. We've been doing this for 435 weeks straight. Well, Ricky just a little bit shy of that, 435 minus like 50 or so.
Yeah, 52 I think was when I'm doing.
52, episode 52.
Yeah.
So we haven't missed a week. Next week will be the first week without Unboxing Wednesdays. It will be known as Black Wednesday, of course, worldwide as people mourn. Like Superman, Funeral for a Friend?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like. People are going to be just packed into churches all across the world.
Oh, man.
And there'll be two pictures up there. My picture, your picture, and maybe a couple boxes.
Who would do the eulogy, Rob?
No, Rob doesn't talk. Rob would just kind of be standing there silently in the background. Who would do the eulogy?
Sean
That's a good
Hatton.
question. Yeah, Sean Hatton maybe. He's been a good friend of ours over the years. He could do our eulogy. So yeah, look forward to that next Wednesday. But let me just throw some stats out there for you, Ricky, as we wind down here with this iteration of Unboxing Wednesdays anyway. 435 episodes, as you guys all know. Prior to this, we also had a show called Previews Reviews that we would do once a month, where we'd look into Previews magazine and talk about all the awesome stuff coming out. And prior to Previews Reviews, you were on a show on the channel called Flavorful Reviews.
That's right. We would, me, Nick, and Buns, we'd review comics.
Now, I believe all trace of those videos have been deleted from the internet, right? I believe at some point you gave me direction to just pretend that those never happened.
I had a professional career to consider.
If you can find any of those videos out there, there's some gold in there. I'll tell you that much right now. But, I was looking at our YouTube channel stats. Since we started the channel in 2010, over 7.1 million minutes watched on the channel.
Wow.
Yeah. Over 2.4 million views from people out there. And over 11,000 subscribers. So not too shabby at all for a little 520 odd foot comic book shop in a suburb of Toronto in Canada.
Most subscribed to comic shop in the world.
Most subscribed to in the world. But now that we're stopping this for a little bit, who knows? Maybe somebody else will come along and take that title from us.
Looking at you, Gotham Sancho.
Ricky's putting out applications, by the way, for anybody who would like a co-host / video editor. You can hire him. His rates are very good.
Kevin, do you have a highlight of your time doing Unboxing Wednesdays?
I think I really dug the live shows. They were stressful to put together and stressful to be a part of, but a lot of fond memories. We did 3 live shows, I think, right? We did the live show for the launch of the New 52 with Justice League number 1.
That's when I found out I got the job at Stadium.
Ah, nice. So. Then we had the episode 100 live show, and I think the episode 200 live show.
Something like that.
And then we gave up on live shows.
They're hard, man. What have you had any great interactions with people? I know Dan Slott had recognized us from the show.
Yeah.
And when we went to New York Comic Con, Dan Slott was like, "Hey guys," and we were like,
that,
whoa, cool.
That one year we went to New York Comic Con and like people were being like, hey, the Unboxing Wednesdays guys.
Make it sound like everybody was
That
like
was crazy. Well, it felt that way. But yeah, to have Dan Slott be like, hey, I know you and I love your videos, I watch your videos, that was pretty damn cool.
You probably watched like 2.
Yeah. I've also had creators come up to me say that they didn't like what Ricky had said about their book.
It's true.
Let's see, who did
Ken
we have?
Lashley.
Yeah, Ken, who's been a great friend of the show over the years. But I think your comments were on your other show and not on this show. Was it on this show? Anyway, it was about Superman Doomed. At one point, you had said something about Superman Doomed and how you felt like that had been done before or whatever. Ken didn't take too kindly to it, and Ricky, of course, apologized.
We squashed the beef
because Ken's a great guy, and for those of you who don't know Ken, and if you ever get the pleasure to meet him, he is just an amazing guy. I'm not just saying that because he was mad at Ricky. But I've had other creators come up to me and be like, yeah, I don't like that guy with the Wolverine sideburns. That was, I believe that was Art Baltazar in Chicago at C2E2. Yeah, he wasn't a big fan of yours. I guess you said something probably mean about the Oh Yeah Comics crew back then. I remember on an episode of our free comic book day unboxing, feeling really bad because I said some disparaging remarks about the My Favorite Martian free comic book, and then the guy who's like in charge of publishing that book like made a really like heartfelt comment on our YouTube channel about how there are some people out there that like the book, and then I felt really bad. So
way to go, Kevin.
So a lot of highs, a lot of lows, Ricky.
A lot of lows. No.
I just want to take a minute to thank all the awesome guests that we've had on the show over the years. Usually it's just Ricky and I running things, but we've had a lot of guests in here over the 8 or so years, and a lot of great people, if you look back through our episodes, who came to help us out and show their support, who came to promote their work on our show, and then promoted our show elsewhere with their work, and a lot of great people in the comic community, especially here in the Greater Toronto area, that we've been happy to share this frame with over the 8 years. So thank you to each and every one of you. Ricky, we got a lot to get to today, a lot more reminiscing to do, but how about we get to the comics first and foremost. Let's go ahead and open up some boxes. Speaking of Ken Lashley, we've got Bloodshot Rising Spirit issue number 4. This is a variant cover illustrated by Ken himself. Star Trek Transformers issue number 5. Firefly issue number 4. Spawn 294. We've got this Virgin variant for Spawn, as well as this black and white Todd McFarlane cover. Then we have Sandman Books of Magic issue 5. Okay, next up today is Marvel, and we're going to kick it off with Dr. Aphra, issue number 29. This full steam ahead with Captain Marvel for Marvel. They've got more True Believers reprints to buy today, which are great deals at only $1 US. First off, we have Avengers, Captain Marvel Betrayed. Then we have the new Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel Avenger, The Absorbing Man Lives. So some great classic Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel tales. Marvel Comics presents issue number 2. We've got stories featuring Wolverine, Mr. Fantastic, and Gorilla Man. Savage Sword of Conan issue number 2. Captain America issue 8. Awesome Alex Ross cover here. Black Panther vs. Deadpool issue 5. Invaders issue 2. Avengers No Road Home number 3. Fantastic Four number 7. Here's the Fantastic Four number 7 variant. Black Panther number 9. X-Force issue 3. Age of X-Men Extremists issue number 1. Here's the variant for that book. Amazing Spider-Man number 16, Road to Hunted. Then we have Superior Spider-Man number 3. Daredevil issue number 2. And I believe this is a one-shot. It's Captain Marvel Braver and Mightier issue number 1, and we've got 2 covers for this book. Moving on to DC Comics, we've got Freedom Fighters issue number 3. Batman Beyond number 29. Here's the Batman Beyond variant. Martian Manhunter issue number 3. The Martian Manhunter variant. Here's Shazam issue 3. Shazam number 3 variant by Toronto artist Michael Cho. We've got Justice League Odyssey number 6. This is the variant for that book. Here's the variant for Flash 65. Old Lady Harley number 5. Wonder Woman issue 65. A beautiful Wonder Woman variant by Art Germ. It's an awesome Batgirl 32 variant. Action Comics 1008. It's the awesome Action Comics variant. Heroes in Crisis issue number 6. This is the regular cover and the variant cover. Finally, from DC today, we have Detective Comics number 999. Ricky, we're never gonna get to reveal Detective Comics issue 1000. Man, that's a milestone. Maybe we should come back just for that one book. Here is the regular cover and the variant.
Alright guys, surprise time. I have a lot of comments, like 2 pages worth of comments, so I'm going to go quickly on this because we asked you what your favorite moment of Unboxing Wednesdays was. A lot of great moments. Ken Ive said, I've been watching your videos since the beginning when Ricky didn't have a beard and did flavorful reviews. Oh man, I'm sorry. My favorite Unboxing Wednesdays was the April Fool's episode where you announced the new Who's the Boss comic. It was so funny. I'll miss you guys. That was all Kevin. Kevin loves Who's the Boss. He did it. Hector Alfaro said, great show guys. Hope it's not a forever break for Unboxing Wednesdays, but enjoy your break. My special episode, my favorite episode are all the ones with Cool Ricky in them. Thanks for the great show. Wish you all the best. Cool Ricky was in probably like 2 episodes. 1 episode at the most. So.
But his legacy endures.
His legacy endures. Uncle Jesse said, the best part of the Unboxing Wednesdays was any time you picked one of my comments and read it out loud. That made me feel special. Every episode of Unboxing Wednesdays was better than any issue of Wizard magazine that I ever read, and I loved that magazine. Thanks, guys. Your box office in my books. Huh, we're box office. Kevin, that's nice. I don't know what box office means, but I like it.
It's good, believe me.
Cool. 14-year-old comic nerd said the best Unboxing Wednesday episode was the one where Ricky taught us about the interabangs. I actually learned something that day. In fact, later on after that episode, I was able to impress my English teacher when I was the only one in my class who knew what an interabang was. Well, I'm glad I could help you.
Educating the youth
Educating the youth.
world.
Here we go. Yeah.
Great.
You know what?
You know what? We got to go on. We can't.
I take my job seriously here on Unboxing Wednesdays. Juan Typhoon said, aw man, you guys are calling it quits. That sucks. Now I have to get my weekly comic book fix from a couple of hillbillies and Texas. I have to get my fix from a couple of hillbillies in Texarkana, Arkansas. I'd rather watch you goofs from Brampton. Please come back soon. I don't know what to tell you, man. These guys.
Subscribe to our newsletter. All the new releases will
That's
be
true.
there.
But these, you know, don't write off these guys from Texas who are reading comics. They're great people. What are you talking about?
Texarkana.
Texarkana?
Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, I guess. I thought it was Texas, I'm saying. Mike Irish said, my favorite moment was when you guys read one of my comments for the first time, episode 99. And episode 99.5 when my username was Mike Bighead. Do you know that? Do you know Mike Irish used to be Mike Bighead?
Now I know.
There you go.
I remember Mike Bighead.
Yes.
And I was like, you know, losing sleep at night saying, where the hell is Mike Bighead gone?
There you go, Mike Irish turned. I flipped out and watched it over and over again. I hadn't been that excited since the Anti-Gravity Room on Sci-Fi Channel read my letter on air to Kevin Smith, and he answered it. Well, that's pretty cool.
I mean, obviously our comment was better for him than the Kevin Smith comment, right?
Yeah, Kevin Smith. He also says, worst moment the episode when announced you'd be taking a break for making videos.
No.
Sorry, dude. Irate Craig had this strange comment where he said, hi Ricky, how come if I have a slim chance and a fat chance I still have the same amount of chances? Because slim people aren't as strong and fat people aren't as quick. So they cancel each other out and it works that way. I would ask my dad, but he would just tell me to cut my hair and get a job. Also, my dad wants to know why you don't just turn the show over to Alyssa. He says it would make sense since the new trend is to have strong female leads. Finally, the next time I get the chance, I'm going to spray paint your name on a boxcar going west into the sunset and pour a 40-ouncer on the curb for good old Unboxing Wednesdays. Bye.
That's sweet, man.
That's beautiful. I think Alyssa's too busy for us. Alyssa's like, I'm a cosplay goddess, so I can't do it for you. Which is fair. Yeah, she is. Russell Mania said, as one of the scruffy Nerf herders who watches your show and never comments, I'd like to say thanks to you all. Well, you know what, WrestleMania, finally you get to comment, and it's on our last episode, so thank you. Dak and Hallett, Kevin, remember Dak and Hallett?
How can I forget Dak and Hallett?
That guy was like
He's
OG. I even drew a picture of him on that one episode I hosted by myself. Remember that?
I do remember that, yeah.
Good times, good times. Dak and Hallis said, "Oh my goodness, no, you guys have been the best. I've been there since the beginning. Can't believe my oldest son was a baby when the first show began."
Now we just feel old.
We raised your child, Dak. So, pay up, please. He continues to say, "So many great moments. I've loved the interaction with Stadium Comics over the years, like the awesome prizes I've received, or the times I've sent Stadium Comics items like the Fiona Staples sketch cover, or the Avengers book with Kevin and Rob on it. I'll miss the channel, but we'll be sure to keep in touch through social media and the newsletter."
100%. Well,
So.
we're taking a break, but we're not disappearing. We'll be around still.
Exactly. Exactly. Logan Froze said, "My favorite part was when you posted a picture of meeting me and my wife at the Calgary Comic Con. It was a great experience to meet and chat with you." Logan Neighbors, that's right, man. That was good times. Calgary, though financially was a bust, spiritually it was beautiful. I loved it. I had such a great time in Calgary. Bear Meal O'Connor said, "The best Unboxing Wednesday episode was the time you guys filmed in the parking lot because there was a fire in the mall. It reminded me of a fire drill at school. Now I know what I want for Christmas next year. I want Unboxing Wednesdays to come back on YouTube. Please tell Fanboy Santa for me." Kevin, that was a crazy day. There's smoke coming in everywhere. We're like, what's going on?
I thought we were going to die.
Yeah, totally. The pharmacy here caught on fire. Shoddy wiring. So... But the winner for the final episode goes to Obi-Wan, who said, "In one of the very early episodes, Kevin mentioned he split the cost of a new video camera with that guy named Paul." It's actually Clive Felice. Half the time the camera would go to Kevin to film Unboxing Wednesdays, and then Clive would use it to film whatever thing he was doing and then give the camera back to Kevin. This sounded like the kind of thing my broke ass would do, and it made me think this Canadian comic book guy is going to do whatever it takes to make this show work. So since then, I've tuned in every Wednesday to help celebrate Kevin's determination and to watch his vision turn into something great, and that has brought joy to many people.
Wow.
May the Force be with you both. You have grown from Padawans to YouTube Jedis before our eyes. Thank you. You will be missed.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's crazy.
Do you remember that? It was a big camera too.
Yeah.
It was like huge.
Yeah, Clive still has it.
Does he use it?
Neither
still?
of us use it anymore. Because the thing with it was that you would they recorded onto digital tapes, and you'd have to ingest the video into your computer.
Yeah, which took as long as you took to film it.
As long as you took to film it, because you're playing back a tape into your computer, and then the SD cards came along, and
yeah, that's right. So, I mean, you think it was determination for him to switch the cameras. He would go home at night, ingest the film, which you would not stop, so it would take like 3-4 hours, right?
Yeah, well, because a tape would be 60 minutes, and there would be times where we would fill a whole tape.
So you would ingest that for an hour.
Yeah.
Would you sleep, or would you edit until like early morning?
Yeah, I'd edit till early morning,
and then you would render all day, pretty much.
And then it would go up the next day.
On Thursday.
It was called Unboxing Wednesdays, but it was actually coming out on Thursday.
So there you go. So not only was the camera switching crazy, but the rendering and the editing took forever too. Until your boy came around with a T3i and an SD card, and now things get up Wednesday morning. So. Where's Bleeding Cool now, huh? We were on Bleeding Cool for a little bit, and they're like, "This doesn't even come out on Thursdays. We don't want this show." So that's fine. That's fine.
We're better off.
Yeah. So thank you, Obi-Wan, for the heartfelt comment. You'll be going into the box for the draw. That'll be happening literally right now. So Obi-Wan going in there. Boom. Dominic Rocco with his scratch and sniff being his favorite comic gimmick is going in there. Gonna put that in there. Dominic Rocolos. Brother Soy talking about how the superhero can get him through traffic, would win a prize. That's going in there. And finally, T in Comics will be going into the prize for talking about taking Invisible Woman out for Valentine's Day. It's going in there. So we're gonna mash it all up.
Ricky, while you're doing that, you've read out a lot of comments, prize questions over the years.
Yeah.
What would you say is like your favorite comment that you've ever had to read out?
Man, I don't know. There's so many. I don't even remember a lot of them. Jeez.
Putting you on the spot here, right?
Yeah, I don't even know. Obi-Wan's, that was just now. That was a good one.
I think my favorite was, I think it might have even been back before you were on the show. I don't know if you were on the show or not, but, no, I think you asked the question, like, what happened to Kevin's beard? I shaved my beard one time.
Okay.
And one guy was like, Kevin ate his beard. That was pretty
that was your favorite comment?
I thought it was funny.
Right,
It made me laugh.
Okay. But the winner for this last Unboxing Wednesdays, last one, goes to Brother Soy for his comment about getting through traffic as the best superhero power. So congratulations, Brother Soy. Send us over your comment, or send us over your information to info@comicboxer.com, and we'll get that out to you ASAP. Now this week, since there's no more episodes, there's no question to ask. Or is there? I'd like to leave you with some final things to contemplate, questions to ask in your own life. Ask yourself, am I doing good? Am I, helping my fellow human out? That's the question you need to answer.
Getting deep here.
But you can answer on the YouTube comment if you want. You can answer in your normal life. But am I a good person? That's the question you gotta ask.
Are
yourself.
you, Ricky Lena, a good person?
Like you,
or
the person.
The Unboxing Wednesday
yeah,
viewer?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta answer it myself. If I don't know. I gotta do some mountain
What is your
climbing.
answer? Do you have an answer?
I know, man. It's a lifelong answer, dude. You gotta go on a mountain. Now that we got Tuesdays off, I can meditate and figure it out myself, So, keep living your best life, and just keep rocking it. As Bill and Ted said, be excellent to each other.
All right, everybody. That is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. And, I just wanted to close out with something special that was sent to us by a viewer out there. From time to time, we get stuff sent over to the store here. Awesome stuff like people's, we've had comics sent to us that people have worked hard on and created that we've shared here on the show. We've had artwork and stuff sent to us. And then we've had awesome stuff like what Dan O'Connor sent to us. And this is the second time, Ricky, that Dan has sent us stuff.
You did some perler
Perler figures of us, which I still have to this day. It's a very treasured piece of fan-made art that I have. He certainly didn't let us down this time. Here's the magnets, by the way. There's my face, the Unboxing Wednesdays logo, Ricky's face, the Stadium Comics logo. Very cool. Ricky, if we were to put these on eBay, I bet you'd get like $100 each.
Oh, easy.
Especially for the ones with our faces on them.
Yeah, that's like $200 right there.
That's good stuff. Thank you, Dan. He writes us, Dear Kevin and Ricky, I made you guys a set of Unboxing Wednesday refrigerator magnets. Hang them on the fridge in the break room. We don't have a break room, but we've got a place to hang them, don't worry. Unboxing Wednesdays is the best show on YouTube. Keep up the good work. Your loyal friend and viewer, Daniel O'Connor.
You got this like last week.
I got it literally the day after we filmed the episode that said, next week's going to be our final episode. So I feel really bad because obviously Dan really loves the show. I know a lot of you folks out there love the show. We love the show too.
I enjoy it.
But I think it's just time for a little break, and hopefully Dan, we won't let you down. And I know Dan follows us on social media and stuff like that. And if any of you guys out there want to follow what we're up to on social media, of course, Stadium Comics and Line Press Online. That's where you can find the business side of things. If you want to connect with us personally, though, Ricky, what's your preferred like Instagram?
Instagram, King K Rules. So king.k.rule.
All right, cool. And I'm at Stadium Kev on Instagram, so you can definitely.
Do you post pics of like your food and stuff?
Sometimes it's mostly pics of my kids and stuff like that. The comic content on there is not as bountiful as you would get on the Stadium Comics Instagram page, but yeah, that's kind of where I hang out on Instagram. So and then stadiumcomics.com for all the awesome pre-orders and stuff we do. Linepressonline.com for all the cool stuff that Ricky's putting out.
That's right.
And stay tuned to Facebook and YouTube because we're still going to be posting videos from time to time talking about all the awesome stuff that we're doing. And, you know, we got Free Comic Book Day coming up.
Oh, yeah, in May.
In May, it's going to be huge.
Man.
So we'll probably do an unboxing episode for that. I'm just throwing it out there right now.
We'll see.
We're going to put the band back together for that one.
We'll be all like old and fat. And, like,
drugged out,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, it'll be weird.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Kevin, in the past 7 years, you taught me a lot, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you've taught me a lot about myself as well, Ricky. So
Try.
appreciate that, man. High five.
Yeah.
High five. That's gonna be the thumbnail for this episode. Yeah, man, it's gonna suck not doing our Tuesday tradition, but you know, that's fucking life, man. Right? You can leave that in. That's fucking life. That happens sometimes.
All right.
And that's that. And thank you guys for watching all these years. Really appreciate it from the heart. And enjoy your comics this week and every week thereafter until we return. Take care, everybody.